In this today's mathematics session, we are going to solve certain problems related to the trigonometric identities. And in the last session, we learnt about all these identities, that sine theta into cosecant theta is 1. That means sine theta and cosecant theta are reciprocal to one another. Cos theta into secant theta is 1. Cos theta and secant theta are reciprocal to one another. Whereas tan theta into cot theta is 1, they are reciprocal to one another. I have a chance to write tan theta is equals to 1 by cot theta, and cot theta is equals to 1 by tan theta, right? And now see, another one is tan theta is equals to sin theta by cos theta, and another identity which we derived in the last class is that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. One more with respect to secant and tan is secant square theta minus tan square theta is equals to 1, and the last one cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equals to 1. See, we have all these identities in our hands to prove different problems related to the trigonometric identities. Yeah, now I think you all practiced these identities, and now I am going to solve these problems. In the last class I discussed these three identities as a number 24, and now I am starting these proofs with 25 and these as 26. Is it right? So we are going to prove one by one everything, right? So, and I have some other problems also with me. Yeah, along with these three identities, these are the very general identities, and along with these three you need to memorize these three identities also, right? Look at these three identities, 1, 2, 3. These three identities are also somewhat very helpful in solving some other problems. Actually, this is a problem. We prove these three with the help of these identities, and afterwards, if you memorize this, they will see they will reduce your work in solving some other problems again, right? That's what I am going to say. Now, I am erasing this. Once have a look at this and keep in mind, and now one by one we need to solve all these problems, right? Yeah. So sin theta into cosecant theta 1, cos theta into secant theta 1, tan theta into cot theta 1, tan theta is sin theta by cos theta, sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1, secant square theta minus tan square theta 1, cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equals to 1. Yeah. With all those identities, I am going to prove these problems, okay? So these three are in one pattern, and if you look, these three are in some other pattern. See, if I help you to prove this first one, then automatically you can prove this remaining two. Here also the same thing. If I do the first one, then automatically you will do the remaining 2 and 3. So first have a look perfectly how I am solving the first one, and then I will give you some time to solve the remaining 2. Right? The first bit of 25, what I have here, it is we need to prove that secant square theta plus cosecant square theta is equals to secant square theta into cosecant square theta. Once have a look at this, pay your attention. See, observe the left hand side as well as the right hand side. Actually, they looks like somewhat tricky because the terms are secant square theta and cosecant square theta only. But left side, what we are doing? Left side, we are adding that secant square theta and cosecant square theta. But while we look at the right side, they are the product of that secant square theta and cosecant square theta. Really, it looks like a magic, okay? Because sum of those two numbers is anytime if sum is equal to the product. But for secant square theta and cos square theta, it happens. And now I am going to prove that one. Yeah. See, first one. I will start with the left hand side. See, what is my left hand side here? For the proof, the left hand side I consider it as secant square theta into cosecant square theta. Now, see, by rearrangements, by using some trigonometric identities, I need to rearrange this to get that secant square theta into cosecant square theta. Okay. Look at this, secant square theta plus cosecant square theta I have, and that is equals to, we have an identity that secant theta and cos theta are reciprocal to one another. Secant theta into cos theta is equals to 1. With that idea, I have a chance to write this secant theta as 1 by cos theta. See, secant square theta is nothing but secant theta whole square, okay? If you have any confusion, I am writing here secant theta whole square plus cosecant square theta is nothing but cosecant theta whole square. Now, since secant theta is 1 by cos theta, I will write it like this. 1 by cos theta whole square plus 1 by sin theta whole square. Is it clear? Absolutely. And 1 by cos theta whole square and 1 by sin theta whole square can be written how? 1 by cos theta whole square, I will write it like 1 by cos square theta. See, this secant theta whole square can be written as 1 by cos square theta. Cosecant theta square can be written as 1 by sin square theta. Have a look at this. Secant theta is 1 by cos and its square. Cosecant theta is 1 by sin and its square. So 1 by cos square theta plus 1 by sin square theta. Now here you just took LCM of these two numbers. What will be the LCM? Yeah. See, the denominators are different. So your LCM may be the product. So 1 by cos square theta into sin square theta is the LCM. Now look here, since I have cos square theta in the denominator as a part of LCM, I need to multiply the numerator 1 with sin square theta. Plus, and now if you see, since sin square theta is in the denominator and you need to multiply this 1 with cos square theta, so I will write here it is cos square theta. Now observe what will happen here. The numerator is what? Sin square theta plus cos square theta. We have a powerful tool in our hands, that sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Is it right? Yeah. Now, since sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1, I will rewrite it like this. 1 divided by this numerator part is just what? 1. Yeah. 1 divided by cos square theta into sin square theta. Now, see, 1 divided by cos square theta into sin square theta can be written as 1 by cos square theta into 1 by sin square theta. Is it clear? Yeah, absolutely. Then at the end again, see, here you look here, 1 by cos square theta plus 1 by sin square theta, and look here, 1 by cos square theta into 1 by sin square theta. That returns that 1 by cos square theta is what? Secant square theta, and 1 by sin square theta is what? Cosecant square theta, and that's our right hand side. So I started with left hand side, and at the end I arrived to the right hand side. Then there is the proof with the help of these trigonometric identities. In proving this, what I used? I used one secant theta is equals to 1 by cos theta, and the other one cosecant theta is equals to 1 by sin theta, and the third one, that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. Have a look at this. See, if you observe this, in a similar fashion, you have a chance to solve this tan square theta minus sin square theta is equals to tan square theta into sin square theta. And very similar to this, we have the third one, cot square theta minus cos square theta is equals to cot square theta into cos square theta. Have a look at this. Have a look at this first 25(1), and then you just try to prove 25(2), right? See what we have to prove here. The second one, here it is tan square theta minus sin square theta is equals to tan square theta into sin square theta. This is also somewhat different. Okay, here two terms with a minus sign in between them, and the right side the same two terms with the product sign in between them. Right here the minus sign is becoming like a product there. See how it happens. Again I need to start with the left hand side to prove. Yeah, I will prove the second one. We already discussed the first one, and I leave you the third one for your practice. Okay, so first of all, look here. See the second bit of the 25. I am starting with the left hand side, and my left hand side here it is what? Tan square theta minus sin square theta. Yeah. Now, see at the end, after certain rearrangement using the identities, I need to reach that tan square theta into sin square theta. So this is equals to tan square theta minus sin square theta. I will write this tan theta as sin theta by cos theta whole square minus sin square theta. Is it right? Absolutely no. We know that tan theta is sin theta by cos. That's why I used that one, and that is equals to sin theta by cos theta square is just nothing but sin square theta divided by cos square theta minus sin square theta. Yeah, sin by cos whole square, it is nothing but sin square theta by cos square theta. And now look at these two terms. here it is sin square theta by cos square theta, and there it is sin square theta, and in these two terms sin square theta is a common one, and that is equals to, if you common out sin square theta, you left with what? 1 by cos square theta minus 1. And now this is just like sin square theta, and here this is 1 by cos square theta. Yeah, we have another identity that secant theta into cos theta is equals to 1. Secant theta and cos theta are reciprocals to one another. With that idea, this 1 by cos square theta can be written as secant square theta minus 1. And now, what you say about this secant square theta minus 1? I say that this is tan square theta. So this is equals to sin square theta into tan square theta, nothing but our required right hand side. Have a look at this once again. Okay, is it clear? See, we need to prove that tan square theta minus sin square theta is equals to tan square theta into sin square theta. So I started with my left side and I am reaching the right hand side. There is the proof. But while proving this, which identities we are using? See, at this case, we used that tan theta is equals to sin theta by cos theta. And then at this case, yeah, we use that 1 by cos theta is equals to secant theta. Since it is 1 by cos square, there we use secant square theta. And at the end, secant square theta minus 1 is tan square theta. Is it clear? Yeah, clear. We have an identity. What it is? See, we have this identity as we discussed in the last class. Secant square theta minus tan square theta is equals to 1. Is it right? Since secant square theta minus tan square theta is equals to 1, send that tan square theta that side and 1 this side, you will get that secant square theta minus 1 is equals to tan square theta. Is it clear? Yeah. So this is the way of proving the second identity, that tan square theta minus sin square theta is equals to tan square theta into sin square theta. You need to revise all these things. You need to memorize all these things. See, once and twice you need to prove in your own way, and once and twice you need to revise them, and then you just try to keep all these things in your mind to solve the remaining problems in an easy manner, right? So the third one, in a similar pattern, you have a chance to prove the third one, but it involves with cot square theta and cos square theta. Here again, cot square theta minus cos square theta is equals to cot square theta into cos square theta, right? And now just have a look at this, and then you just try this as a homework, right? Afterwards, just have a look at this and go with a screenshot if you need. Yeah, there ends 25 and now we are at 26. Again we have 3 more problems in 26, and these 3 are again similar, and I will prove the first one and then second one, and I leave the third one as your work, okay? And now look at the first one, what it is given. Yeah, the problem, if you look, given that they gave that a sin x plus b cos x is equals to c, and they are asking us to find a cos x minus b sin x, okay? Yeah, a cos x minus b sin x is equals to, we need to find, for an instance you just let it as question mark, okay? We need to find the value of question mark in terms of a, b and c, and how to solve. Just have a look at this. I have 2 things. The first thing is as given, a sin x minus b cos x is equals to c, and the second thing is what? A cos x minus b sin x is equals to c, and you need to find what? Question mark value in terms of a, b and c. Once again I am repeating, we need to find the value of question mark in terms of a, b and c. That in the sense, we need to eliminate sin x and cos x from the problem, and you need to establish a relation between this c, a, b along with the question mark, and that gives us answer, okay? So this is the question again, and I will remove this for the space concern, okay? And now my idea is, see, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. So to remove this sin x and cos x from these from the given information, I need to utilize sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1, either or sin square x plus cos square x is equals to 1. So to utilize this, I need square terms. So for that, the first idea is I have to do squaring on both sides, okay? These two things I have, and next step I need to do squaring on both sides. What will happen if I do squaring on both sides? Have a look at this. This is the given task. Then a sin x plus b cos x whole square is equals to c square. And the next one is a cos x minus b sin x whole square is equals to question mark square. Yeah, we need to solve it. Okay, how to solve? Look at this. See, a sin x plus b cos x whole square. Apply the square term. And here a cos x minus b sin x. You need to apply the square term again here itself. So, and then what will happen in the next step? From this, I am writing here. Yeah, that implies after this, I am continuing there. A sin x plus b cos x whole square. See, something plus something whole square. Square of this one, and a 2ab. Is it right? And now if you do like this, what will happen? A square sin square x plus next one 2ab sin x cos x. Yeah, see, there is a problem with the space. Okay, that's why I will erase all these things. Yeah, I will give you the questions once again. And now I use the board. Now look here. See, I am going to square here. A sin x plus b cos x whole square is what? A square sin square x plus 2ab. And with that a we have sin x, with that b we have cos x. So 2ab sin x cos x plus b square. B square is the square of this number, and square of this number is b cos x whole square, and that is just b square cos square x. This is equals to c square. Is it clear? See, these two things actually I have in my hands, and to establish a relation between c and the question mark along with ab by eliminating sin x and cos x, what I did, I am squaring on both sides, and with this side it is a square sin square x, 2ab sin x cos x, and b square cos square x. So I think everything is clear there with the basic identity. You know it now. A plus b whole square formula, right? And now from the second one again you are squaring here. What will happen? A square cos square x, square of this one. And now since we have minus sign in between them, you need to use that what? Minus 2ab sin x cos x plus square of this one is what? B square sin square x is equals to question mark square. Right? And now what to do? Right? See, we have to do that. We have to add these two things. So why we have to add? We know that sin square x plus cos square x is equals to 1, right? Since sin square x plus cos square x is equals to 1, see, if you add these two, a square is a common number, and if you common out that a square, sin square x plus cos square x is equals to 1. So with that idea, I need to add these two things. What I am going to do? I am going to add these two, and while adding, see, look at the middle terms here, plus 2ab sin x cos x minus 2ab sin x cos x. Since we are adding, these two terms will get cancelled. Yeah, these two terms get cancelled. Then I left with what? Have a look at this. See, if you add these two, a square is a common thing, and you left with sin square x plus cos square x. Here you have that a square of actually sin square x plus cos square x if you common out that a square. And if you add these two, if you common out b square, you left with what? Cos square x plus sin square x. And here this is equals to c square plus question mark square. Yeah, and now what to do? Have a look at this. This sin square x plus cos square x is 1. This cos square x plus sin square x is equals to 1. So this is a square into 1. So that in the sense a square plus this is b square into 1. So b square is equals to c square plus question mark square. We need question mark value, right? So send c square that side. A square plus b square minus c square is equals to question mark square. Now to identify the question mark, send that square term this side, it becomes root, and the question mark value will become like plus or minus square root of a square plus b square minus c square. At the end, if a sin x plus b cos x is equal to c is given, then a cos x minus b sin x value is nothing but the question mark, and that is actually what? Root of a square plus b square minus c square. Just have a look at this. The idea behind it is we need to find the value of question mark in terms of a, b and c by eliminating sin x and cos x. See, there involves the hint actually. Since we have to eliminate sin x and cos x, we need to utilize sin square x plus cos square x is equals to 1. That in the sense, we need to do squaring on the both sides. At the end, this is the thing, just have a look at this. Look at this numerically also, in see, you may get certain objective questions related to this what we discussed on the board, right? Once again, I will conclude this. What I have here, yeah, a sin x plus b cos x is equals to c. If I have, then a sin x, a cos x minus b sin x is equals to plus or minus root of a square plus b square minus c square. If this is given as c, then this is equals to plus or minus root of a square plus b square minus c square. For suppose I will face a question like this. For suppose if something like 3 sin x plus 2 cos x is equals to 5. Okay, 3 sin x plus 2 cos x is equals to 5. Is it happen exactly? No, actually there are certain restrictions. 3 square and then you may take it as, here it is, you just take it as 4 and here it just take it as 2. 3 sin x plus 4 cos x is equals to 2. Then if anybody asks you to find what? 3 cos x minus 4 sin x value. Look at the problem. If 3 sin x plus 4 cos x is equals to 2, then nobody asks you to find the value of x. But they ask you directly to find the value of this 3 cos x minus 4 sin x. Look at this, it is just like the above problem, okay? If you know the problem, directly you just find that answer as square root of 3 square. See, something sin x square and plus 4 square minus 2 square. And if you simplify, you will get that square root of 3 square plus 4 square is what? 25 minus 4 is 21 and your answer is plus or minus root 21. Is it clear? If you don't know this, again let the result, if you don't know, as question mark and again do squaring on both sides and try to simplify to get the value. Is it clear? So this is what 26.1 of today's class, right? And I will give you one other bit. See, you have to prove the second bit also again in the same fashion, right? And the bit is what? A cosecant theta minus b cot theta is equals to c. I will give you the question, okay? This is what 26.1. 26.2, 26.3, all we can prove all these three things in the same fashion, right? See, a cosecant theta minus b cot theta is equals to c, whereas a cot theta minus b cosecant theta is we need to find. Look at the problem actually. For the previous one, since we have to add, to remove sin and cos, we have to add. Okay, but for this problem what we need to do, just look at the problem. See, since for the previous problem we have to add, that's why for one statement there is plus sign and for the other statement there is minus sign in the previous one. But here we need to establish a relation between a, b, c and question mark by eliminating cosecant theta and cot theta. See, how can we eliminate cosecant theta and cos theta? See, we eliminate just by using trigonometric identity, and the identity in which gives a relation between cosecant theta and cot theta is just what? Cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equals to 1. Have a look at this. See, we have that identity as we mentioned in the identities list, and to utilize this identity, what we need to do? First of all, we need to frame squares. So to frame the squares, you need to squaring on both sides, and then we have that cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equals to 1. So we need to subtract one statement from the other. See, actually for the previous problem we added. Why? Because there the identity is what? Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. Since there the plus sign is involved in the standard identity, we need to move with the addition. And since minus sign is involved in the standard identity, we need to move with the what? Subtraction here. And now see, a cosecant theta minus b cot theta is equals to c. A cot theta minus b cosecant theta is equals to c. A question mark. See, I am going with the squaring on both sides. A cosecant theta minus B cot theta whole square is equals to C square. And the next one is A cot theta minus B cosecant theta whole square is equals to question mark square. That's what we need to find at the end. And now, since now apply the squaring value, squaring on both sides. A cosecant theta minus B cot theta whole square as it is in this previous problem. Okay, for the previous bit we added, and now here we are subtracting. That's it. All the remaining part of the story is same. A cosecant theta square is just A square cosecant square theta. The square of this term is over, and then minus 2ab. But along with a we have cosecant, along with b we have cot. So minus 2ab cosecant theta into cot theta plus square of this one, right? B square cot square theta. I think you are all aware about the a minus b whole square formula. A minus b whole square means a square minus 2ab plus b square. But here with a there is cosecant theta and with b there is cot theta, and that is equals to c square. And now look at the second bit. A cot theta minus b cosecant theta whole square. A square cot square theta minus 2ab cosec theta into cot theta plus square of this term is what? B square cosecant square theta is equals to question mark square. Is it clear? Right. And now see, if you add, no choice, no use there, okay, because there is no identity to remove this cosecant theta and cot theta. If you subtract, then there is a possibility of eliminating that theta. We are going to eliminate, we are going to remove this cosecant cot. If you remove this cosecant cot from these two statements, then only you have a chance to find that question mark value. That's why what I have to do, I have to do the subtraction right now here. See, you need to subtract these two statements. Subtraction. While subtracting, the symbols will change, right? So this minus, this is minus, so you need to replace with plus. This is plus, you need to replace with minus. And this is plus, you need to replace with minus. Is it clear? And now look at this, the middle terms. This is minus 2ab cosecant theta cot theta, and this is plus 2ab cosecant theta cot theta. These two terms will get cancelled. And after the cancellation, what we have here? Just look at this. Yeah, a square cosecant square theta, and this is a square cot square theta. A square is a common thing, and we have a minus sign also along with this. So if you common out a square of cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is the result of the first term. Whereas if you look at the third one, see, b square cot square theta minus b square cosecant square theta. If you common out that p square, yeah, what we have actually cot square theta minus cosecant square theta, and this side also we need to subtract c square minus question mark square. Now look at this. This is 0 actually. There is no the term there. Okay. And now what is cosecant square theta minus cot square theta, and what is cot square theta minus cosecant square theta? There you need to utilize this standard identity. What is this? Cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equals to 1. Okay. What it is? Cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equals to 1. Since the difference is 1, you have to replace this cosecant square theta minus cot square theta with 1. And you need to replace this cot square theta minus cosecant square theta with minus 1. Since this is 1 and this difference is again minus 1, is it right? I asked you a question also in the last class, right? Cosecant square theta minus cot square theta 1, and here it is cot square theta minus cosecant square theta 1. Then in the next step, how I have to move? Yeah. Just this is a square into 1. A square into 1 is just nothing but a square. And this is b square into minus 1 is minus b square. And that side this is equals to c square minus question mark square. And look at there, what we need? We need question mark value actually. So send this question mark this side and a square minus b square that side. Then it becomes like question mark square is equals to c square plus b square minus a square. And at the end question mark is equals to plus or minus root of b square plus c square minus a square. That's the answer of that's the value for the question mark. Have a look at this. See, the previous problem and this problem both are same actually, but the problem involves with silent cast, so we are adding there. Since this problem involves with cosecant cot, so we need to subtract here. Okay, very basic simple problem it is. Just have a look at this. Look at the board. We have a third bit of the 26, and that is what? A secant theta plus B tan theta is C. A tan theta plus B secant theta is equals to question mark. And you need to find that question mark as it is in the previous two problems, right? So you need to square the first one, square the second one. And then what to do? Addition or subtraction? Think about the standard identity. Related to the secant theta and tan theta, the standard identity is what? Secant square theta minus tan square theta is equals to 1. So you need to subtract. So if you move with this same pattern as the previous problem, you get the value of question mark in terms of A, B and C, right? So look at the board. We have 27th problem. See, we need to prove that all the given four statements, four expressions in trigonometry are same. The first one is what? Sin theta minus cos theta plus 1 by sin theta plus cos theta minus 1. And the second one is in terms of tan and secant. Third one is 1 by sin by cos. And the fourth one is cos theta by 1 minus sin theta. I will start with the first one. First of all, I will start from the first statement and I will get the second one. That means this is equal to that. Ends the proof. And then I will start with the second statement and I will try to get the third one. And then I will start with the third and then I will try to prove the fourth one. Like this, step by step I will move to. Okay. See, first of all I will take the first one and I use the standard identities, standard results of trigonometry to get the second. And after that, in the second statement again, if I use the standard trigonometric identities, I will get the third. And from there I will get the fourth. So at the end, all these four are same for any angle of theta. If you wish to check, take any angle in the place of theta, find this expression values. For suppose, take theta is equals to 45 degrees in this expression. You will get some answer. Keep aside. Take theta is equals to 45 degrees in this expression. You will get some answer and keep aside. And then take theta is equal to 45 degrees ahead again in this expression, as well as all the fourth cases. For theta is equal to 45, you will get the same answer. That in the sense what? These four are same for all the values of theta. Just for our convenience, I said take theta as 45. Not only 45, you may take any angle in the place of theta. For all those angles, these four statements are equal. That's what we need to prove, right? So to prove that, I need to start with the first statement. Have a look at this. We have, less amount of time. See, I will start the first statement. See, the first statement is this, right? So from there, what I have to do? See, take this. See, we need to convert this in terms of tan theta and secant theta. I know that tan theta is sin by cos, whereas secant theta is 1 by cos. Once again, see, listen this. Tan theta is sin by cos and secant theta is 1 by cos. Sin by cos and secant theta is 1 by cos, right? I will wrote here for your sake. Yeah. Tan theta, what it is? Sin theta by cos theta. Secant theta, what it is? 1 by cos theta. The given problem is in terms of sin and cos, and the required one is in terms of secant and tan. So that's why, see, I think about tan and secant. For tan and secant, in the result there is cos theta in the denominator. That's why, with that idea in my mind, I will divide this both numerator and denominator with cos theta. And the next step, what will happen is sin theta minus cos theta plus 1 divided by cos theta. This is the numerator, and the whole thing divided by sin theta plus cos theta minus 1 divided by cos theta. Have a look at this. What I did actually? I divided the both numerator and denominator with cos theta. Why I divided like this? Why I do this? Because I need to convert this expression in terms of this. And in here, tan and secant are involved. And I know that tan theta and secant theta, for these two, the denominator is cos. That's why I need cos theta in the denominator. That's why I do this. Okay. And the next step, what will happen? Then this work is simple. What is sin by cos? Yeah. Sin theta by cos theta. Sin theta by cos theta is tan theta itself, right? Yeah. Minus, what is cos theta by sin cos theta? Cos theta by cos theta is 1 plus 1 by cos theta is what? 1 by cos theta is secant theta. Divided by, here sin by cos is again what? Tan theta plus cos theta by cos theta is what? 1 minus 1 by cos theta is what? Secant theta. Just one simple task. What I did? I divided both numerator and denominator with cos theta, then automatically I converted the given expression in terms of tan and secant. Now if you look this statement, tan theta, secant theta, tan theta, secant theta. This numerator is tan theta plus secant theta minus 1, right? This is tan theta minus secant theta plus 1, right? So these two are equal. The conversion is clear. Is it okay? Is it okay? I think so. So now the next step, I will rearrange it for your sake, okay? So this is equals to, this is equals to tan theta plus secant theta minus 1 divided by tan theta minus secant theta plus 1. Is it right? Tan theta plus secant theta minus 1 divided by tan theta minus secant theta plus 1, and these two are same. So this is equals to this. The first part of proof is over. And now I am moving for the second part. See, I need to simplify this. So to simplify this, here I do a magic actually. What I do is, I just replace this one with the secant square theta minus tan square theta. Look at here. See, tan theta plus secant theta minus, see actually here it is a minus 1 is there, but I will wait a minute, divided by tan theta minus secant theta plus 1. Look at this on the board. See, the denominator I won't change, just like tan theta minus secant theta. But in the numerator, tan theta plus secant theta is as it is like this. But this one I will write in such a manner. I will write this one as secant theta minus tan theta into secant theta plus tan theta. Look at this. Secant theta minus tan theta into secant theta plus tan theta. Why I wrote like this? We have an identity. What is that identity in between secant and tan? Secant square theta minus tan square theta is equals to 1, right? So this 1 can be written as secant square theta minus tan square theta. And secant square theta minus tan square theta is nothing but secant theta minus tan theta into secant theta plus tan theta, as I mentioned in the last mathematics video, right? And now here, look at the numerator. This is tan theta plus secant theta. This is also tan theta plus secant theta. You just look at this term as well as this term. I have a chance to common out those two. So the numerator is what? Tan theta plus secant theta is a common thing. And the denominator is same. No change in the denominator. What is the denominator? Tan theta minus secant theta plus 1. But in the numerator, if you common out this tan theta plus secant theta, from there I wrote outside, so nothing is there, 1. And from these two terms is a product. So write the secant theta plus tan theta out. You left with what? Minus of secant theta minus tan theta. Look at that. And now it's a very simple task. Look at the denominator and look at the terms in this bracket. This denominator is tan theta minus secant theta plus 1. This bracket is also minus of minus is plus tan theta minus secant theta plus 1. That in the sense this bracket as well as the denominator both are same. That's why I have a chance to cancel out these two terms. Both are same, numerator and denominator. If I cancel out these two terms, what I have? I left with at the end. Next step, because of the space concern, I am going to write here. See, next step I left with what? Tan theta plus secant theta. And tan theta is nothing but what? Sin theta by cos theta plus secant theta is nothing but 1 by cos theta. Now look at these two terms. Cos theta is a common thing. So cos theta is a common number, and in the numerator we have sin theta plus 1. And there is the proof, 1 plus sin theta by cos theta. Have a look at this. First I did from first part to the second part, and then second part to the third part, and then see third part to the fourth part we need to prove, right? From there I will start the next session, so automatically you will get an idea about all these things. Is it clear? Have a look at this. What? Sin theta minus cos theta plus 1 divided by sin theta plus cos theta minus 1. Yeah. See, first of all, to get this part I need to divide both numerator and denominator with cos theta. I reached there. From there, for the next step, I do a magic here. I will rewrite this one as secant theta minus tan theta into secant theta plus tan theta. So again, common out secant theta plus tan theta. So secant theta plus tan theta, if you common it out, these two terms will get cancelled, and that's your answer. Is it clear? Yeah. Have a look at this and go with a screenshot. And now at the end what we have? We proved the first statement to the second one, and second to the third, and third one is what? 1 plus sin theta by cos theta. And the next part what remain? You need to move from third statement to the fourth statement. See, that was very simple actually. So you just start with the third statement and try to get the fourth one. How to prove that? Just have a look at this. I am erasing everything for the space concern. You just look here. The third statement what I have in my hands is what? 1 plus sin theta divided by cos theta is the third statement. Now what I need to prove? I need to prove that cos theta by 1 minus sin theta. Have a look at this. This is the third statement and this is the fourth statement. For the fourth statement I need cos theta in the numerator. See, this is the third statement. From there I need to prove. So for that what I do is, this is equals to 1 plus sin theta into cos theta divided by cos square theta. Look at this. What I did? I just multiplied both numerator and denominator with the cos theta. Then it becomes like cos square theta. And now what is cos square theta? Cos square theta is 1 minus sin square theta. It's a standard identity we have. See, the numerator is 1 plus sin theta into cos theta, whereas the denominator is cos square theta, which is nothing but 1 minus sin square theta. See, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1, right? From there, cos square theta is 1 minus sin square theta. And now, look at this. 1 minus sin square theta. 1 minus sin square theta can be written as, this is equals to 1 plus sin theta into cos theta divided by the denominator part. Again use that a square minus b square formula. 1 square minus sin square theta. 1 square minus sin square theta, I will write it like 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta. Think a while. A square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b, no? That's why 1 minus sin square theta is 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta. And then, see, if you look, 1 plus sin theta and 1 plus sin theta are same, they get cancelled. At the end you left with cos theta by 1 minus sin theta. And this is the part, how to move from third part to the fourth part. Have a look at this. Actually these four are equivalent. I proved from one by one. First statement to the second one. Second statement to the third one. And third statement to the fourth one. Have a look.